Georgia Girl. And today is Thoughtful Thursday. I'll be doing some wellness talk. Every month, I try to share awareness on different things that are going on throughout the month. Um, I had shared some things about stress awareness. You can check out my playlist on that. Today, I'll be talking about autism. I will be doing different parts on it. I will be doing some brief information about it on this segment, and then I'll come back later today and talk more about it. Um, April is Autism Awareness Month, Stress Awareness Month. We got Easter coming up. It's some different awareness during April, and I'll be sharing some information. But other than that, I'm doing okay. I have bounced back from my um, procedure, and everything seems to be falling into place. And tomorrow we'll be doing appreciation and shout outs to the ones that did the challenges this year. I'm gonna get with Miss Key with the time. It'll probably be tomorrow afternoon. We'll be shouting out everybody that did do a challenge this year, and for the ones who stuck out with it, with all six of them. Hey Vince, how you doing? Thank you for supporting. I do be seeing you in my comments and my channel. I do appreciate you so much. How's your day going? Are you having a good day? Today's segment is about autism awareness, and I'll be sharing the history of it. When did they start acknowledging autism awareness? So I'll be reading this right here about autism awareness. Autism Awareness Month celebrates each year during the month of April. The Autism Society held the first National Autism Awareness Month in April of 1970 and 1988. President Ronald Reagan issued the first presidential proclamation during April as National Autism Awareness Month. This observance has helped educate people about autism spectrum disorder and promote awareness. And that's what I'm doing today. I am just sharing. Try to get my camera where I want it. I'm just sharing information. Like I said, I'm not a doctor or a nurse or anything like that, but I do read and do try to put out correct information on the topics that I do share. So how's your day going, Vince? Do you know what autism awareness is? Do you know what autism is? A lot of people don't even know what is autism. And over here on my channel, you're not to be judged for anything that you go through. Hey, how are you doing? Just sharing some information about autism awareness. How's your day going? Is it going good? Welcome. And let me put this out. If you're coming into my chat, please be respectful. I have 9 people watching on one like. Can I get some more likes? April is Autism Awareness Month, and I'm just sharing some information concerning autism awareness. Over here on my channel, no one to be judged. Over here, I like to uplift and not tear down. What? So you coming in acting stupid, so I gotta remove you. I have to remove you. If you come in my chat being silly, you will get removed. I don't have time for it. This is not a channel to be playing around with. So if you want to come in, you're welcome. But do not come in here being disrespectful, or I will remove you. So today I'll be sharing about autism awareness. Hello, welcome in. I'm talking about autism awareness today. That's what I'll be talking about, and I'll come back and do different segments on it. How's everybody day going? Hope everybody's having a great Thursday. And people wear blue for Autism Month, so I do have some merch available. If anyone wants to check out some merch I have available, these are some of my shirts right here. I have these in my online merch store, Georgia Girl, Every Woman Boutique. So you can check that out. Blue is the color that people wear for autism. I have loved ones that do have autism. I think they are very intelligent people. No one is judged about what they go through in life, so we all deal with something. So I'm just putting out some facts and different things about autism. So I hope everybody's having a great day. The weather has been. Hey, Nell Taylor, how you doing? Good to see you. Just sharing some wellness today. Y'all been doing okay? I see Dana alive, but I be having so much trying to get this channel back on track. I peeked in, but I didn't come in the chat. But I see what's going on. Like it never fails, huh? Same old stuff from 5 years ago. Hey, pre-retirement. I'm sharing some information about autism awareness. If anybody needing an autism merch shirt, I do have them in my online boutique. Today I just shared about when did they started the awareness of autism. Ronald Reagan was the one that passed the proclamation bill for them to acknowledge autism. Like I said, I have loved ones that does have autism, and I think they are very intelligent, smart. It is a disorder, and I'm just gonna read a few facts about it. Just gonna read a few facts about it. Yeah, I know. I catch up on it, or I see it when I can. I'm trying to move beyond that now. Trying to do things. Trying to get my stuff back on track. So, but yeah, I peeped in, and I'm like, okay. So this is what we're talking about today: autism spectrum disorder. And this is just some information. Just I want to make this very clear that I'm not a doctor or nurse or anything like that. I am a YouTube creator, and I just share awareness and information. And you can also do your own research yourself. So this is show number one. I will come back later, and if anybody that deal with autism want to tell me how challenging it is for them, you can put it in the chat and I will read it. Right here, autism spectrum disorder, ASD. It is a development condition that affects how a person perceives and interacts with others, leading challenges in social communication and interaction is characterized by the limit and repetitive patterns. Hey, how you doing? Just sharing some information about autism awareness. I also have some t-shirts, mugs, and different things like that if y'all want to check that out. Good to see you, TNT. ASD can be classified in two categories: syndromic autism, which is associated with broader medical conditions, and non-syndromic autism, which is not. For more information and research, you can visit the reputable sources like Mayo Clinic and the CD. I'm talking about autism awareness. Hey, yeah, I know you told me. And April is Autism Awareness Month. How are you doing? Are you doing okay? Like I said, over here, no one is to be judged. If anybody in the chat said they deal with they are autistic, I think you are intelligent people. I don't have no. It's not for me to judge about what you do and what you don't do. I'm going to my therapy appointment this morning. All right, thank you. You're doing therapy? That's great. I'm just sharing some information about autism. Like I said, I do have relatives that do deal with autism, and they're very intelligent. And of course, I got guys over here like Young Riz. He said he's autistic. He said, "Oh, Judge, I'm doing better than 2 days ago because I was tearing up." Why you was tearing up? You was having a bad day? Yes, we'll show you out. I gave you thumbs up. So thank you. I'm down to I think 400 and some more hours. I've been working hard, but it gonna be what it be. Thank you, TNT. Tomorrow I'll be shouting out everybody that did the challenges. TNT, you did do like one, I think you did the lemon water challenge, I believe. So I'll be shouting you out. We're doing appreciation to the ones that stuck with us for all 6 challenges. And we do have the names. But I think during the time we was doing the challenge, you was doing your surgery. So you just was having one of those days, young Riz. I'm gonna come back later and if you wanna share how challenging, because my next segment gonna be how challenging it is to live with autism. That's gonna be my next segment. And you can come on and get on the panel and share if you like to. It'll be later on this evening though, or either when I do come out live. But right here just saying like what is autism? It's a spectrum disorder and it's a condition related to your brain development that impacts how a person receives and socialize with others, causing problems in social interaction and communication. The disorder also includes limit and repetitive patterns of behavior. The term spectrum in autism spectrum disorder refers to the wide range of symptoms and severity. Autism spectrum disorder include conditions that were previously considered separate. Autism, Asperger's syndrome, and childhood dysphoria, a childhood degenerate disorder, and unspecified form are pervasive in development disorder. Some people still use as Asperger's syndrome, which is generally thought to be the mild end of autism spectrum disorder. So, yes, I did one, but next time I would do that. Girl, you just do whatever you can when you can. Hey, Joshua, how you doing? We're talking about autism awareness, and I know you. Let's see. I think you, Young Riz, and Rudy, Terry. A few of my guys over here does deal with. How y'all doing? Does have autism over here. You're not to be judged. And I was gonna come back later, or whenever I do another show about autism. I was gonna be asking if y'all want to come on the panel and share how is it challenging for y'all to live with autism? What are some of the things that are hard for you to do? But I think you guys are very intelligent. Y'all are doing good. I see y'all do good on your channel, and y'all don't let that stop you, and that's great. That is great. So Young Red said he was diagnosed with autism at 5 years old. Okay, you're doing good. That's great. Um, and that's what you should continue. Thank you. That's what you should continue to do, Young Reds. Don't let you know if you're able to do things. Don't let it keep you down. You're doing better. That's great. That's great. So I was gonna come back. Maybe I'm gonna try to come back later on today and do a part two. And if you want to come on the panel and share what has been challenging for you, and I know sometimes you might get depressed or you might feel like you want to do more, but just do what you're able to do. Y'all both, I think y'all both are two intelligent young men, and thank you for supporting me, and thank you for being part of my YouTube family. And you can educate people more about autism because y'all live with it, and I think y'all doing great. I see some of the things that Joshua be doing. Young Riz, you love your music. Young Riz, Joshua does his basketball and different things, and he does. Y'all both do videos, and y'all both. I think y'all are both intelligent, and y'all doing both on y'all good on y'all channels. Just continue to do what's best for y'all and what's comfortable for y'all, and never let another person make y'all feel lesser than what y'all are, because that's just a spectrum. Y'all are all still children of God. Uh, this morning I'm doing well, but after I got back home, I'll be sore. Yeah, I know you will. I'm doing great. I had that procedure about 2 weeks ago. I had a little setback, but God is good. I'm able to swallow my food. Things are starting to fall in place, and I just have been taking care of some personal things. That's why I really hadn't been live, but I wanted to come and started my awareness about autism. But I did share some about stress a couple of weeks ago. Take care of yourself, TNT. So you got that surgery done. So is that all you got to get done? Because I know you've had like 2 or 3 surgeries back to back, haven't you? Wow. But if anybody wants to uh, check out my awareness merch, I does have those available. I have t-shirts, mugs, and different things like that. So right now I just shared some of the history of autism, and they put it in the order. Thank you, Neil Taylor. How you been doing? You're doing okay. Thank you for supporting. A lot of the dream team don't come over here, but it's all good. But I do, thanks to the ones that do come over. They have their choice of what they want to hear. My channel never was based on what they be talking about, but I do support 100%. I just got my own. I'm on my own trying to get my channel back on track. I lost my monetization, and I've been having problems and issues trying to get back. Some people support me and some don't. And it's just been a rough road, but I'm going to get back there. I'm going to get back there. How do you get your background? It came on this on YouTube Direct. Hey Frank, how you doing? This on YouTube Direct, and tomorrow, Frank, we're doing an appreciation show. We're gonna be shouting you, and it's gonna be tomorrow evening. Get with Miss Key, see how she doing, but we're gonna go on and do it tomorrow. We're gonna shout the ones that's been doing the challenges. It probably gonna be like tomorrow evening about 4 or something like that. But y'all see the thing. Yeah, this right here is YouTube Direct, and they got it where you can use your own background. You can use. It'll be better if I had a green screen. I don't have the green screen with me, but you can put your own background, or you could use your own background. They have a green screen where you can use too. But yeah, if I had my green screen, it'll be much, much clearer. But today I'm sharing information about autism awareness, and I have 2 guys in the chat that been connected with me for a while, and they are diagnosed with autism. George Girl, I was born. This is the official diagnosis. Is at 5 years old. Yeah, they said they diagnose you at an early age. Like I said, I have loved ones that deal with autism. It's just something that happens. It's a disorder, but I think you're still an intelligent young man. I think you're doing good. You're not where you're not able to do anything. You can talk, you can walk, because there are some out there that can't do that. So you have to thank God for what you are and what you're able to do. I understand. You're gonna always be good. I know the ones like you toy me. Lady, come over here now and then. Love Yourself popped up the other day, but people have real life going on. So take care of yourself, and that's what I've been doing. I had a procedure about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was a little setback, but I'm hanging in there. I'm doing pretty good. Took all my medication. I'm able to digest my food better, and I had to take some medicine for infection. So I'm hanging in there. You said, George Girl, I was nearly diagnosed with, wow, ADHD for real. But I'm gonna come out, Young Riz, and I tell you what. I'm gonna do a show, an autism show with you. We're gonna set it up for next week, okay? Let's see. Maybe I can set it up for, I got the appreciation show tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. Maybe Sunday. I'm gonna put your thumbnail and of course when I have guests on my show that come on and talk about things, I always give them a complimentary gift. And you can either get you you can get you a T-shirt or a mug. That's for coming over, sharing your, we're gonna be talking about autism. You can educate me more about it, and you can tell me how you live with it and what challenges. So let me see. I'll probably email you some things that we can just talk about. I don't want you to get too personal. I don't want you to get too personal about what you dealt with. Just share information for wellness and awareness, okay? Yes, you are inspiration. Frank, how you been doing? I'm gonna try to do it for Sunday. Let me see what I got going on. Probably Sunday evening or whatever time. Me and you'll get together on what day would be better for you. I got your email and we can get together on it. And I'll let you come up and share about your, how was it challenging for you to deal with it and things like that. But I'm not gonna be on too much long because I gotta go somewhere at 12:30. But I will come back. Now, if I can come back this evening, me and you can talk about it this evening. But I email you and let you know, okay? Unless you got something else going on. 5 p.m., which is 12. Okay. But I might could do it when we come back because I got an appointment at 12:30. So I might come back this evening. And if you see me, I'm just going to tag you, okay? I'll tag you in the live. All right. Well, I have to go now and I'll see you later on. Okay. That's great. Okay. Take care of your business. And we were talking about you finna go, young Reds, but I'm gonna email you when I get ready to share. I want you to be a guest, okay? I'm gonna let you be a guest, and you can share about autism. And Joshua, if you want to come up, you can come up also. Anybody that's going to have autism, if you want to come up and share your life, your story about it. I mean, you don't have to get into too many personal details. Just share about when you was diagnosed and how challenges have been for you. Okay, but the symptoms are the symptoms. Like I said, I have loved ones that have autism also, and I don't treat them no different. I love them, and it's challenging to see a loved one go through that because some of them don't talk at all. Some of them don't. They just because it all depends on their development and their brain and stuff like that. So right here it says some children show signs of autism spectrum during early infancy, such as reduced eye contact. Let y'all see what I'm reading. Because I don't want to put nothing out that I wouldn't think is correct. But like I said, this is only commentary. Right here are symptoms of autism. Either we'll come back today later on, young Reds, or we'll set up a day. I'll email you later on when I come back and see what the time is. So these right here are just symptoms of someone that's dealing with autism. Some children show signs of autism spectrum disorder in early infancy, such as reduced eye contact, lack of response to their name, and indifference in caregiver. Okay, thank you. You take care of yourself. And tomorrow, we're doing this shout out appreciation. We'll be honoring you and Sassy. Of course, Sassy's the one will get this, like you had got this extra gift. She gonna be the one get the extra gift because she been doing all of them. You did all of them, but one I believe. But we still gonna honor you for sticking with us, even though y'all don't ask for it. It's just something. And we hadn't did a giveaway in a while. I just gotta get with my co-host and see how she doing, cause she been off and on dealing with stuff. But we already said we gonna do it tomorrow, and we'll start back up pretty soon. Just going through some health issues right now, but we're gonna start the challenges back up. But I'm still. I mean, even though we're not doing challenges, we still support each other. We still see what each other doing. I've been seeing some of the things you've been doing. You've been doing a lot of your sports and things like that. I've been seeing your breakfast and foods you've been sharing. You've been doing good. You cutting back a whole lot, Frank. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You post your short today? Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. I know you sometimes you be tagging me. I'm gonna have to check it out. But this right here just some symptoms of autism. Like each child with autism spectrum disorder is likely to have a unique pattern of behavior or level of severity from low functioning to high functioning. Some children with autism spectrum disorder have difficult learning and difficulty learning, and some have signs of lower normal intelligence. Other children with the disorder have normal high intelligence. They learn quickly, yet have communication, applying what they know in everyday life and adjusting to social situations. Like I said, some people deal with autism, but they have different disorder. Like there are some that don't communicate at all. There are some that don't do a lot of stuff, but they're still here. They're still living, and that's the main thing, guys. You might not can be able to do some of the things and like other children at your age, but you're not to be judged because, like I said, I think some of the ones that does deal with it, like Young Riz, he if he had never told me he was dealing with autism, I would have never known. I'm back. What time it is? I leave about 12:30. Hey, Miss Hot Pink, how you doing? Good to see you. We're talking about autism awareness, and April is Autism Awareness Month, and I was just putting out some information for awareness. And I was talking with Young Riz, and he was sharing that he was diagnosed at 5 years old. He will be a guest over here, and he'll be sharing about his challenges and things that he have learned and some things that he have been dealing with when he was young. So I'm gonna try to come out later on today with that show. If not, we're gonna set up a day. I'm just gonna get the timing. And I was just sharing some information about it for educational entertainment purposes only. Young Red as a young girl, when I was a kid, I was introverted but became more social until high school and college. Okay. If you had never told me you have autism or use autism, I would have never known because, I see your channel, and when you came on the panel and started talking, and that's when you was telling me about, some of the things that but I think you're doing good. You're real smart, and when it comes down to your videos and music, you seem to have a good craft in that, and that's good. Miss Hot Pink, how you been doing? How things been going for you? I'm doing great compared to how I was a couple of weeks ago. A couple of weeks ago, I had a procedure, but I done bounced back and just still over here, um, just working toward my channel. I see Dana was like, I peeped in, but I didn't go in because right now I'm trying to stay focused on some things I got going on because it's still the same old stuff over there. It probably is, I don't know when it'll end. Out of 5 years, they still at it. So I'm trying to focus on some of the things I need to focus on. But I'm still Dream Team. But I'm just trying to get my channel back on track. And it haven't not been easy, it haven't not been easy, but I think the ones that do stick over here with me and support me. I'm down to 400 and some more hours. Hopefully, if it meant for me to get back monetized, it'll happen whenever the timing. But I'm just going to continue to keep moving forward and, try to put out and do the things that I like doing on my channel. Yeah, I think he was live last night. I peeped in, but I didn't type in. Same Andrew Walker, same most of I ain't got time for that. So, but anyway, social communication and interaction. A child with autism spectrum disorder may have problems with social interaction and communication skill, including these signs. Fails to respond to his or her name or appears not to hear you at times. Resists cuddling and holding and seems to prefer playing alone. These are just like some of the social skills of someone that's dealing with autism. Um, Resists cuddling and holding and seems to prefer playing alone, retreating into his or her own world. His poor eye has poor eye contact and lacks facial expression. Like I said, there are different signs of autism. You can notice about the way they don't play with kids. A lot of them don't like a whole lot of noise and stuff like that. But they have their own way of doing things. It ain't nothing wrong with that. All of us have to figure out a way that's best for us and how we want to succeed in life. Another one has poor eye contact, doesn't speak, has delayed speech or lost previous ability to say things. Yeah, I got a cousin that, like that. He don't speak at all. He's autism, but he graduated. Hey, we're talking about autism awareness, and I was just talking about some of the symptoms and things like that, social skills, and some of the things that they don't or not able to do. Like I said, I have loved ones that deal with it, and young Riz is autism, and Joshua. Young Riz gonna come back when I come back. This is part one. Of course, I'll probably be doing a couple of shows about autism. He gonna come back and share some of his challenges and things like that. But like I said, you don't be judged over here, and don't let no one judge you for what you're going through, because I think young Riz, from what I've seen, you are very intelligent. If you had never told me you was on the spectrum, I would have never known. Because there are some people that don't talk, they don't respond to you, they just in their own world, they do things that is comfort for them. And that's just life. Some people are just, like they say, start diagnosing you at 5, like your early years, and it's very common in boys. Boys are more common to get diagnosed with autism than girls. And those are some of the facts that I've read, that boys are, the statistics showing boys are the ones that most have autism. But like I said, I'm not a doctor, a nurse, anything, or a teacher, but I am a YouTube creator, just share information about different awareness every month. And if anybody wants to honor someone that have autism, I do have these shirts. These are my shirts. Look in the front. I have another pattern. I think I got this pattern right here on shirts right here. I got that on there. If anybody's looking for autism awareness shirt to honor someone, you can check out my online boutique, and you can get mugs, shirt. So Young Red's gonna be a guest for autism, and I'll be giving him a complimentary gift. Either he get a T-shirt, mug, water bottle, whatever he wanted, his choice. So tomorrow we're doing a appreciation show for the ones that did some of the challenges this year, and we're gonna recognize Frank G, and sassy. We have stopped doing the challenges for right now, but we will start back up. We're just getting some personal stuff taken care of. Like I had a procedure and this key going. She's a bit up under the weather on and off, and we're trying to just get things back on track, but we will start back up. We haven't did a giveaway in a while, so she's my co-partner on the challenges, so we will do that tomorrow evening. Y'all will see the thumbnail. Y'all not asking for anything. This is just something we're doing for appreciation. But I will be back later on. I told you on Reds, it all depending on the timing. If you want to come on the panel and share about his challenges of having autism, you can welcome to come up, or I might set up a day for it. It all depends on when I get finished doing what I'm doing later on. But like I said, I have shared some history about autism. Like I said, they recognized this day through Congress. President Ronald Reagan is the one that did the proclamation for autism awareness. So autism awareness every month of April. And the color they wear is blue. So I got some blue shirts, I got some aprons, mugs, different things like that. So I have went over the history of autism. I also have went over some symptoms you can be aware of. Like if you see a child not showing contact, like eye contact, or they're not speaking, or if you just see them just having a different type of pattern of doing things, like they say right here, repeat words or phrases, but doesn't understand how to use them. Like if someone just constantly keep doing the same thing over and over, that seems to be like a pattern of something dealing with autism. And if someone doesn't express emotions or feelings, appears aware of others' feelings. Okay, there are a lot of things, but like I said, this is just for educational entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor or nurse, anything like that. So I have to make sure this be very clear. They also have difficulty recognizing nonverbal cues such as interpreting others, people's facial expression, body postures, and tone of voices. These are just some of the symptoms that you probably would acknowledge or see if someone is on the autism spectrum. Doesn't point or bring objects to share interests. Like for instance, like if you could say, bring me the ball, or bring me your bottle, or something like that. If they never respond or never bring it to you, these are some of the things to look out for. But anytime you see a child or you doing anything different, and you feel like you need to call your physician, please do. Google is not our physician. Google tell us that it's good to get your doctor opinion, your doctor diagnosis about these things. So, I research a lot, but if it's something I don't understand, I'm gonna get some professional opinions, advice, and things like that. So that's what we say about getting our checkups and stuff. When you get those checkups, you can find out a whole lot about yourself. So that's what I was talking about today. I'm gonna come back later. I'm gonna see what Young Red's doing later if you want to do it today. But I'm gonna email him and see. But anyone that's dealing with autism, never let another person make you feel like you're that they're better than you. Don't let another person make you feel that way. Because you are a child of God. You just have a disorder. You might be delayed on some things, or you might not do things like others. But that doesn't mean that person that try to make you feel bad. That don't mean they're perfect either, because no one perfect. A lot of people are dealing with autism and different things because that's the way they was born or they was born into it. But you never judge a person about anything that they're going through because you never know what you might have to go through. So my channel is basically just to share awareness, information, history. I do meal preps. I do entertainment. I'm all about inspiring, keeping myself inspired along with others. Anybody that visit my channel, they know I don't judge no one for anything that they're dealing with in life. If you come up on my panel and share something about your life, you don't be judged. You're not to be judged because, if anything, what you're doing, you're educating me about it. You're I'm just talking myself off, and you do it. Hey, how you doing? How do you do it? Because I think when I tapped that screen, it did it. You been doing okay? As I was talking about autism awareness, and Young Riz gonna come back either later today or whenever we set up a show, and he gonna share about his challenges of having autism. And I was just saying that people, okay, people that is autistic, they shouldn't be judged. I don't judge anyone over here because I do have relatives that do have autism, and I think that they are very intelligent people. They do a lot. They just have delays. They have that their development delays are take longer for them to do things. But I'm just sharing some information. I also have the shirts and more merch available in my shop if anybody want to check that out. And thank you, Ruthie, for sticking in with me. I appreciate you. I see the things that you're doing on your channel, and you're doing good over there. I see. I'm just trying to get back there, girl. It ain't been easy, but I'm getting there. I say if it meant for me to get back, it'll happen. I done worked down to 480 somebody, 480 something. Every day it go up and down, but I get there. I've been trying to take care of a lot of personal things. That's why we haven't started back on the challenges. We will start back up pretty soon, but tomorrow we're gonna be doing a shout out and appreciation to the ones that did do the challenges so far this year. Probably give them a little token, a little small gift, just to recognize, let people know that we do appreciate it, even though nobody even asked for anything. Me and Miss Key just go in together like we always do. Because she's been in and out up under the weather this week. The weather's changing, and I'm just getting over my procedure. I thank God that I'm feeling much, much better. But I just want to do my start on my commentary about autism, which I have shared every month, every year, really. Um, I did one with Terry one year. I did one with the lady name. I can't think her name. But her daughter was autism. I sent her a bag, a T-shirt. I can't think of the lady name. She's on the tip of my tongue. But yes, that's what I've been doing over here today, just sharing some information about autism. And I was just saying it's good to get your checkups and get things checked out if you see anything or you see your children or anybody that you know that going through some of these things. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore some of these things. If you see something that's not going on right with your child or yourself when it comes down to the behavior, there are signs to let you know when someone is on the spectrum. Like I said, I have read some of the things like if their behavior change, if they're not up to date, like with their developments, like especially when they're small. When children are small, they do supposed to reach different milestones, and some children are delayed. Some children are delayed, but that don't mean that they're not human. That don't mean that we are perfect. It's just the spectrum that they was born with. But like I said, there are people with autism. They got good jobs. They got lives. They don't let that stop them. Like I admire Young Riz and Joshua and Terry. Who else? I think Rudy. He's autism. There's a lot of guys that over here on my channel that are autistic, but it's not slowing them down. They're still living. They're still doing their channels. Joshua, I be seeing Joshua be playing his ball. He be doing different videos, reactions, and Young Riz do a lot of his music. He do a lot of shorts. He do a lot of stuff. I mean, there's one thing I say about if you did like me, dealing with health issues and dealing with other things, we can't let it get us down. It should motivate us to make us want to continue to keep fighting. But that's what it is. You can be going through some of the rough time of your life, and you can just sit back and say, wow, I made it. You can sit back and say, I made it. I made it. Because you kept yourself grounded. You was driven, you was motivated. And that's what they're going to take out here. Because we don't keep ourselves motivated, take care of ourselves. We're going to always walk around with our head down. That one thing about me, I deal with what I deal with, and what I can't worry about it. I can't. I just ask God for grace and mercy every single day. Because a few weeks ago, I wasn't having my voice like it was cracking. My throat was still hurting, but today I'm swallowing real good. The infection and cleared up and everything, so I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I have other issues, but I try not to complain. I just try to thank God. I said, I give it to you. So I'm gonna wrap this on up because I'm gonna get ready to leave at 12:30. And but I just want to share that about autism awareness. And yeah, I have a couple of relatives that does have it, and they living. Keep living. Keep living. If you're young, old, whatever you are, just keep living and enjoy life. Keep living and enjoy life. Because we only have one life. We only have one life. And you don't have to be labeled. No one have to label you. You are a child of God. Regardless of what spectrum you're on, regardless of what kind of disorder, what kind of illness you're dealing with, you are a child of God. So I just went over some of the signs and behavior you can notice if you notice anybody that's on the spectrum. So they say right here has problem with coordinating and has odd movement patterns such as clumsiness, walking on toes, and has odd stiff or exaggerated body language. These are a lot of signs. Is fascinated by details of an object, such as spinning wheels of a toy car, but doesn't understand the overall purpose. Hey, Miss Key, of functioning for the object. I'm just talking about autism awareness, and I was just reading some of the pattern of behavior. How you doing? I had just mentioned you. I said, you've been in and out the weather and all. I said tomorrow we're gonna do the giveaway, the appreciation. I'm gonna get with you at the time and everything. And I was just talking about autism awareness. I'm getting a little kind of, like I said, I have relatives that deal with it, and there are some that doing some of these things, but they haven't been diagnosed. Uh, but I just wanted people that are on the autism spectrum. I think you are special, you are intelligent, and you just continue to live. Young Red's gonna be a guest, and I'm gonna try to come back later on this evening. I'm gonna email him if I have time. When I come back and settle down, whatever. Cause we gotta go take care of some things at about 12:30. Yeah, thanks for the flowers. How you doing? I have these shirts available in my shop, Autism Awareness. Um, yeah. And these are just some signs and patterns of someone dealing with autism. Is usually sensitive to light, sound, or touch, yet may be indifferent to pain or temperature. Well, that's good. But yes, I was just going over some social patterns and behavior of someone that might be on that spectrum. But always, if you see anything like this, always consult your doctor. Consult your doctor, let them know any type of behavior changes, any type of, if you see your child doing something in a pattern and constantly doing something, like a repetitive right thing. Like, for instance, you see them spinning something, just constantly spinning a wheel, that's probably part of being part of a spectrum. But I'm not a doctor or anything, so don't take my word now. I'm just research, and I'm a YouTube creator. So this is all for educational entertainment purposes only. I have to make sure I put this out very clear. I'm gonna come back with part two. I'm gonna see if Young Riz wanna come back. I probably come back through StreamYard if he wanna do it today, or we'll do it another day. But these are some things that you can notice if someone you think is on the autism spectrum doesn't engage in intimidative make-believe play. Okay. In other words, sometimes they just be in their own world, and ain't nothing wrong with it. Sometimes it's best to be in your own world, especially with how the society is now. Sometimes you just want to just, nonverbal. It's kind of touching home, right, Miss Key? It's touching home for me. I just ain't spoke on it, but yeah, it's, the more and more I read and find out more, I'm seeing it. It's happening every day. It's happening every day. But it's good to know these things about how to prepare yourself if you have loved ones that going through that. Yeah. Yeah, it is. But has specific food preference, such as eating only foods or refusing food with certain texture. Yep. Mhm. Yep. But one thing about, like I said, if you or anybody that deal with autism, never let nobody put you in a box. Never let a person make you feel like you're not loved. Never let another person make you feel like you don't belong anywhere, because you got feelings. You are human. And I love my loved ones, the ones that are on this spectrum, that are dealing with autism. It's different, it's challenging, but you have to be able to cope with things and learn their way, because they the one have the delays and things like that. They can teach us some things. Like I told you on Reds, I read and I know I see my loved ones like that, but I'm still educated in my, and just came in, he said he been teary-eyed for the past 2 days. And I was asking him what's wrong, you know, but you're not being judged, young Red. Yeah, yep, sure is. But I just wanted, uh, I just wanted anybody that's going through that, you're not alone, and you are loved. You are loved. T, you about ready? T, you about ready? Huh? Okay. But anyway, you guys, I will be back with part two. Thank y'all for the ones that came in. Um, I'm not sure, but whenever we get back, I'm probably try to set up a panel, see if Young Reds want to. It probably later on. I'm gonna email it and see, do he want to do it today, or maybe we can set it up for next week. But he will come and share what his challenges are and how it make him feel. And like I said, it's touching home for me because I do have close relatives that are dealing with this, and it's good to keep ourselves educated. It's good to know what to expect from someone that is dealing with this. The one thing about it, never judge a person for what they're going through. They wasn't asked to be that way. It just happens that they are diagnosed with that. I always should lift a person up, make them feel better about themselves. So if anyone dealing with autism, that are on those type of spectrum, you are loved, you're not alone, and there are people out here that are living. They're still living their life. They're not letting that stop them. So my encouraging word is today, continue to live. Continue to be who you are. Uh-huh. And on that note, until I come back, y'all continue to stay blessed